I think we have a biblical rain out there.
Yeah.
That's that music stand. That's that old John.
Yep.
No, not stop. It's backing off.
I never had music play behind my stuff until last week, and it seemed to go good, so we thought we'd kick a little ass and do it again tonight. I just wrote this piece yesterday for a show I'm doing at Cornelius Street Cafe next month, so this is the world premiere of my new story called Me and Two Guys.
Yeah.
I got this old 74 Dodge pickup I call Creamsicle, because she's orange and white. I put her up for sale in the driveway with the sign on the windshield advertising $500, a real bargain. That's how I meet Two Guys. He bangs on my kitchen door and says, "Hey, I'm your new neighbor, Dwight. I go by Two Guys, or TG for short. You can call me anything, but don't call me late for dinner." And he laughs. I can tell he thinks that old cornball line's really funny. He offers out his hand. "You really think you're going to get $500 for that old whore of a pickup truck?" I said, "Hell yeah. She got air conditioning, power steering, good rubber, a cassette player, and an FM radio." He says, "Don't look like she'd hold up on a day's worth of hard work. I'll give you $250 cash." He pulls out 2 Genesees from the 6-pack he's toting under his arm, hands me one, pops it, takes a swig, and stares at me quiet and hard. "That broke old camper on the back's going to take some doing to get off." "Well, give me $400 cash and I'll help you get it off here and now." We stand silent for a bit, pondering, till the beer is done. He tosses his can over his shoulder onto the lawn, yanks off 2 more beers, hands me one, saying, $375 sounds like a fair deal to me, if I can leave that piece of shit camper top here. A handshake seals the deal. Two Guys, he's 6'5", could probably kill a horse with one punch. He was raised hard, works hard, and don't talk much. His family calls him Two Guys because with any kind of farm work, he's always done the work of 2 men. He did 2 hitches in the Air Force, and then came back to live near the farm where he grew up. We've been best buds for a lot of years now. Early on at a neighbor's barn party, TG and I wiped out a mini keg of Bud Light in a pretty short time. I told him, "Hey, I got a case of Jenny over at my place, it's cold." He says he's hungry, so why don't we stop by my cabin, pick up the beer, head over to his new double wide, and grill some of them red-hot Glacier hot dogs he's got. He just brought them down from upstate. He's a long-haul trucker. We hop in Creamsicle and off we go. Our new friendship is christened in Genesee Cream Ale and Glacier Park hot dogs. He and I get together at least once a week to do a little yard work, talk about time in the military, and drink a lot of beer. Sometimes we drive over to a juke joint on 55 outside Ellenville. No signs, no parking lot, no windows. Just a surly old country gal barkeep and a loud shit-kicking jukebox. I still haven't learned yet that at 5'8", ain't no way I can hold the same amount of beer as TG without getting really shit-faced. Being a wise-ass drunk, I usually manage to piss off somebody in the joint, and I only remain unpunched because TG's got my back and he's big enough to scare off most challengers. Our drinking motto tends to be, "Yeah, we seem like nice guys, but if you hang around us long enough, we'll piss you off." And that's pretty much what we do. Driving home drunk ain't much of an issue with us. Mostly 2-lane blacktops along farmland, and TG tractor drove these roads since he was 10. No traffic, no people. Worst that can happen is we run off the road into a hayfield and fall asleep. After the afternoon at the juke joint, we're at TG's place. He's out back getting cold beer from the shed. I'm in the bathroom trying to take a pee. Drunk and feeling dizzy, I'm bracing myself up with my hand on the wall above the toilet. Close my eyes for a second and my arm slips. I fall forward, elbow hitting the top of the toilet tank, knocking the lid off into the bathtub where it breaks into two big pieces. Leaning over to pick him up, damn if I don't fall into the tub, landing on my shoulder. As TG comes in with 2 beers, I turn on my back looking up, laying there with my fly still open, laughing like a hyena. He pulls down the toilet seat, sits, hands me a beer, and stoically says, I expect you'll be putting in a new toilet tomorrow. TG cuts a long snowmobile trail back to his place with a machete and a chainsaw through thick woods around a lake to a really rundown farm boy bar at the Roadways. Wintertime, we snowmobile there on weekends, stomp our feet to country music, drink a lot of Jennies, and shoot some pool if Chubby ain't fucking the bartender on the pool table. Sporting a good buzz, we usually end up deciding to race around a lake at 70 miles an hour or more in minus 10-degree weather or worse. You gotta be pretty fucked up to think that's a good idea. Tonight, Chi-Ji invites a very drunk Chubby to ride with him to add some weight to his machine as a handicap, since he mostly beats me when we race. She agrees, and we're flying around that freaking lake side by side at warp speed. Chubby has to keep her big legs spread real wide to straddle the machine, and TG don't notice when we cut a tight curve around a close boat dock. Chubby's knee hits a guide pole at the end of the boat dock, knocking her off the machine at high speed and leaving a good chunk of her kneecap somewhere over there near the dock. She falls hard and slides fast on the ice, ending about halfway across the lake. Coming her up on her, she's laughing real hard, cause she's too shit-faced to feel any pain at this point. TG slings her over his shoulder, dumps her behind on the machine, heads off to the ER. Kind of sobered me up right then and there quick, and I ride home alone. TG shows up at my place a couple hours later, smiling, looking none the worse for wear. Says Chubby thought it was a real hoot. The docs patched her up okay. She'll be off the crutches in a month. Won't affect her job over at the prison either, since she mostly sleeps on her midnight to 8 anyhow. Over the course of the summer and fall, TG builds up a monster pile of brush and dead branches in the open field behind the trailer. Come February, most everybody's getting cabin fever. TG invites a bunch of us local good old boys over for a Saturday afternoon burn. Generally about 5 or 10 below zero, so it's Carhartt canvas bib fronts and jackets, long johns, wool t-shirts, Elmer Fudd hats, and bottles of brandy. We all back our pickups in a half circle around the burn pile and tailgate, sipping brandy, while TG throws a couple or 3 gallons of good old UMO, that's used motor oil, serves on many purposes, on that big brush pile, and he fires it up. Nothing like a good winter burn with the boys to blow off cabin fever for a bit. We take it slow and easy on the brandy and the talk, mostly recounting and laughing on the crazy shit we do. TG don't talk much, tucks on his pint, nods his head a lot and smiles. We sit and stare at the big fire until sundown. The Great Escape is a low-slung, long cabin bar in a heavily wooded lot on Route 52, a ways down from the prison on the other side of town. Correction officers finishing a shift up at 4 p.m. or midnight, they head directly over to unwind from a tense and always unpleasant day of prison work. Not much difference between them and the prisoners, except they get to go home for a little bit every day. Bar opens at 3 p.m. 7 days a week, and there's a continuous loud and raucous party till last call at 4 a.m. With pretty young go-go dancers, loud music, cheap booze, and always a couple good-looking hookers hanging out for a quick service call in the parking lot for a fair price, too. TG and I love the joint and go there occasionally to party with the off-duty guards. Mostly neighbors who live nearby, some friends of TG from school days. I'm only allowed a 6-pack of beer there by TG. Knowing my strong urge to be a wise ass when drunk, he has no desire to be defending me against a bunch of drunken prison guards with guns. We party, have fun with the ladies and friends, and always leave before I make a scene. The trees along Route 42 across from my cabin are heavily marked with scars from collisions by cars driven by drunken prison guards falling asleep at the wheel and sideswiping trees and rolling over into the field, a 6-foot drop from below the road. State troopers or sheriffs answer the calls, arrange for ambulances and tow trucks when necessary, but never report the accidents or arrest the drivers because they're looking out for their own. Could be them next time. After years of complaints by wives and prison officials, the Great Escape is busted for prostitution and closed for good, remaining empty and derelict, a testament to bad choices and good parties. Whenever I drive by, I can't help recalling the gals, the music, the good times with TG and our neighbors at the Great Escape. As the years go by, TG and I are getting older and crankier. We slow down a bit on the drinking and the crazy shit, but we're still best buds. We hang out weekends in our garage, drinking beer and shooting the shit, pretending we're fixing a tractor or a lawnmower or something. Creamsicle's long gone now, replaced by a big red flashy four-door Tundra. Me, I'm driving a shiny new silver SR5 with big wheels, a brush guard, CD player, and a rear window rack for my Stetson and my Winchester. Arthritis and old age are keeping up with us too. TG got a bum knee and a good-sized beer gun on him. Me, I'm blind in one eye, mostly deaf, and limp like a lame plow horse. We breakfast a lot at Tilly's, stop by the old farm bar once in a while, have a few Jennies, listen to Hank and George Jones on the juke, and shoot some 8-ball if nobody's fucking on the pool table. Thank you.
Okay, Phil Giambri, the Ancient Mariner. We'll play a couple of quick ones and we'll see where we wind up.
Second time I've done that.
American Dream, guys. You know what to do. Okay, here you go, Cal.
My request, yay!
American Dream. Summers of my teenage days, working my way through a 60s haze. Cities were burning, I was just 15. On a Greyhound bus from New York to D.C. Soul brother written in soap on each window I passed. Smoke in the air and flames from the Capitol stairs. Just can't take it anymore. So can't take any less. And though you've been here before, anyway, out of this mess I don't think so. Breaking the chains that you forged yourself. kick, you're just drunk and sick. The AM and the pool in Key West. Damn well knew that there would be days like this. Just can't take anymore. Sure can't take any less. Old tapes in your head say this ain't no way to live, and I know that that is so. Kicking me American dream. Kicking me American dream. Little Brian Wilson interlude. My sentence complete and I'm back on the street. Riding through town with Eddie Lee Priest. To see Eddie's got a gun beneath the front seat. Here comes a cop telling us roll up and stop. Here we go. Somebody's bleeding, somebody's screaming, somebody's been shot. Just can't take anymore. Sure can't take any less. Oh, you've been here before. Is there any way out of this mess? I don't think so. Kicking the American dream. Kicking the American dream. Kicking the American dream. Kicking the American dream. American dream. Sorry. All right, there you go, Cal. Yeah, I think that might be, then we'll bring up another poet. Let's see. Let's do that. This is a modern folk song. This is how I introduce this. It's Queens County, 1974. Donald Manners, the youngest borough president all that ever elected, the golden boy, and it just ended so sad.
Killed in a parking lot.
by night. Took a knife to the heart, took his life in his home. Marlene, his desperate wife. Last minute panic call was on the upstairs phone. Donald Manners was the boss of Queens. Was it just another Irish Boston tweet? Donald Manners is the boss of Queens. I was just a counselor with the CEP, Queens County, 1974. Year or so before the wheels came off. Year or so before the wheels came off. The Daily News headline read. Daily News headline read. Daily News headline read. President Ford to New York dropped dead. President Ford to New York dropped dead. Said, don't let the bastard bring you down, down, down. No, no, don't let the bastard bring you down. Bring you down a little. The papers treated it as a novelty. But to me it had a Shakespeare, Tempest, dreamlike kind of quality of a movie I had seen at 17. Blood of a Poet, 1933. Movie I had seen at 17. Blood of a Poet, 1933. About the principal point of sex and art. The creative chism spark shoots into the world, transforms human hearts. Cartoon knew the parallels, the Greeks, the Romans, here and now. Cartoon knew the parallels, the Greeks, the Romans, here and now. Here's the movie. In a strange room as the war outside descends. A man stands with the lips of Venus transfixed on his hand. Get down. He stares into the mirror of innocence and it falls right through the watery depths. He stares into the mirror of innocence. The luminous deep, the Jungian realm. The luminous deep, around the alchemy of the higher self. Alchemy of the higher self. Only to find himself in oblivion. Take it down. Shot by a firing squad again and again. Only to be found in oblivion. In a motel room. Mexican, shot by a firing squad again and again and again and again and again. Take it down a little. The celestial clan, the opium den. The past, the present, the now, the then. Golden needles in Chinatown. Golden needles in Chinatown. Golden needles in Chinatown. You just can't keep a good dream down. You just can't keep a good dream down. Don't let the bastards bring you down, 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 no. Don't let bastard, bring it down. Alright guys, get ready, we're gonna rhythm it out. You, I'm dropping out. Hey! Archangel comes to carry him home. Wherever it is that dead boys go, Black Angel comes to carry him home. Wherever it is that dead boys go, wherever it is that dead boys go, wherever it is that dead boys go, don't let the bastards bring you down. Don't let the bastards bring you down, Donald Manners was the boss of Queens. I was just a counsel with the CEP. Queens County 1974. You all saw before the wheels came off. You all saw before the wheels came off. Daily News headline read. The Daily News headline read. Daily News headline read. President Ford in New York dropped dead. President Ford in New York dropped dead. Don't let the bastards bring you down. Don't let the bastards bring you down, 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 down. Go see that movie, 1933, Blood of a Poet, Jean Cocteau. It changed my life. All right, these are the Archangels. Let's see what we can do next. What do we got? Get your guitar, Jeff. Ready? We're gonna bring Jeff up, Jeff Dennis. He's a Brooklyn circuit boy, bouncing around some songwriter scenes. Give you 2 songs. I'll put you in my hands.
Yes, yeah,
That's I know. You could have wherever he goes. And hopefully one woman was on it.
yeah, you know, I did it a while. Yeah, so I see.
I get nervous when I read new stuff.
Well, good thing I realized that you said you had.
I just read on the book.
Yeah. But mine wasn't like.
You know what I'm saying? It has to feel so real that everybody feels.
Everybody that knows me from New York, they have that creepy and that redneck guy. That's where I was here. Nobody in that category. Waiting in that category.
No, but you're so.
I'm not a storyteller. We've got our own light show outside. Rick brings lightning wherever he goes.
Yeah, thunder and lightning. Knock on wood. I sang that song the other night. And Leedy's, the oldest bar in Staten Island. Play bass with the Brooklyn Horns, where I have fun. You ready, Jeff? Grab this mic.
I know, you have to categorize yourself. You're
Come back. Move this way. Follow you. What are you doing? Tell us. Give us some chords. Give us some chords. Gotta keep moving. All right, keep moving. Get moving.
Open mic 50.
Say goodbye, yeah. I say it's up, no, it's not. Why can't we stop all this fooling around? Why can't we stop all this fooling around? Sister, why can't we my daddy? Why can't we my brother? Why can't we, yeah? Why can't we? Took a look out the window today. What do I see in front of me? Why can't we stop all this fooling around? Yeah. Why can't we stop all this fooling?
Nice, there you go.
Oh, why can't we?
Pick another one.
The wise men say fools walk away. The wise men say fools walk away from something good. It's the way it's gonna be. It's the way it's gonna be. It's the way it's gonna be now. Yeah, 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 oh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Nobody knows. Nobody really cares. You look around, you don't see smiling faces staring at me. You go away, you may not come back. The Lord only knows where you're at. The Lord only knows where you're at. The Lord only knows where you're at. Go from here, go from there, go from here, go from there. Where are you now? I won't know. Where are you now? I won't know. Where are you now? What's your door at?
Good
night. Don't rush the stage.
We're going to switch over. We're going to bring up a poet. Give me a second and we'll figure this out.
We'll be back. Thank you, Rick. That's good. Very nice. Just right.